The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold, and the trees all shake and quiver and quake, as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down, and laugh when he's conquered and won. That was actually one of the picks I got wrong, but I did say every time the Raiders win I would do that, so there you go. Let's get to my low and my high by acts of kindness. I'll just say it right up, straight up. Yesterday it was cold. Like, this is the first time where, even though we're not technically in winter yet, we still get a combination of like cold and snow, which is exactly what we got yesterday. Nothing serious, obviously. Obviously Buffalo got real bad. So, that's why the Bills game had to be in Detroit, which is a game I actually got right, by the way. Of course the Bills were going to win that game. So, with that said, my high is pretty obvious. Football. I got to spend the afternoon with my family and playing with my nephews. We celebrated my mom and sister-in-law's birthday. My mom made turkey and stuffing. I've said this on camera before, but my mom's stuffing is probably the best thing she's ever made. Although, having recently had zucchini bread for the first time in like 5 years, I may need to rethink that slightly. But for now, that dinner was amazing. We had turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, butternut squash, a salad, some dinner rolls. And for dessert, we had cupcakes and ice cream. Cupcakes and ice cream. So yeah, it was all a great day, and my act of kindness was I was able to give my mom and sister-in-law their gifts and cards, obviously. But I gave them gifts of Christmas ornaments from Coffee and Lemongrass, which, I'm just going to say right now, eat out of a candle company. Make that into a scented candle scent. I really think you could do that. Thank you. Okay. I should get into all the picks I made. So, good morning and happy Monday, everyone. Okay. So, I was 1-0 going into Sunday because I was right about the Titans. Let's see, I was right about the Falcons winning. I was right about the Eagles winning, though just barely. I was wrong about the Patriots winning. I was right about the Commanders winning. I was wrong about the Saints winning. I was right about the Bills winning. And I was right about the Ravens winning. I was wrong about the Lions winning. Wrong about the Raiders. Man, of course I'd be right. Listen, I was hoping my Cowboys would win. But 40-3? The Vikings were the only other team in the NFC with a better record than us. And we destroyed them. I'm not on that over my head. The Cowboys are going to find a way to screw this up. I know they are. Listen, I've already subscribed to the fact that as long as Jerry Jones is the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, we're never winning another Super Bowl. Much less making it to one. Trust me when I tell you that if that ever does happen, no one's going to be more surprised or happier than this guy. I can assure you of that. Well, except for maybe my father, but that's semantics. I was right about the Bengals winning, and I was right about the Chiefs. So, there you go. Now, as for... Actually, let me look it up. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That makes my record for this week 9-4. So I can either be 10-4 or I could be 9-5. As for tonight, yeah, I'm picking the Niners to win this game. I really think the 49ers are going to do it. So, yeah. Okay then. Those are all my picks. And as long as I'm here, let's get into this week's One Piece manga chapter. Okay, let's see. One Piece chapter 1067, Punk Records. Okay. Oh. Okay. It looks like Dr. Vegapunk he ate the brain fruit. Okay, so admittedly my knowledge of Japanese is limited by having tried to learn. And normally, when describing a devil fruit, it ends in no mi, right? The Japanese word for brain is nomi. So basically, Dr. Vegapunk ate the nomi. To think that Oda was probably sitting on that pun for how long? Decades even? Way to bust it out here. Okay, so it looks like Dr. Vegapunk was able to take his brain, which grows bigger with all the knowledge that it obtains, and he was able to store it in a facility. And the 6 Vegapunks that he created help him acquire more knowledge. I love that Luffy says, wait, if you cut your head down, doesn't that make you dumb? Which, you gotta admit, for Luffy, that's actually smart. I mean, don't get me wrong, Luffy, logic was never Luffy's, forte to begin with. So, for Luffy to even say something like this, actually means several things. One thing, it means that Luffy has gotten smarter over time. Then again, I've always described the fact that Luffy was never dumb. He's just very ignorant of the things he doesn't care about, but very passionate about the things that he does care about. Basically, he's Philip J. Fry. That's the best way I could describe him. He's Philip J. Fry. Okay, let's see. Okay. So it looks like Vegapunk's dream is to be able to share all the knowledge that he's obtained and share that with the world. Okay, that's really noble. Of course. Jinbei, oh, you know what? Jinbei says, won't you have issues if that ideology gets inserted on top of everything else? Basically, Jinbei's asking, wouldn't that be dangerous for all the world to know what he knows? And while Vegapunk says that's a very good question, he says science will never be able to advance if you spend all this time worrying about it. Which is true. You'll never be able to progress forward without, if you worry about asking those questions, you wind up never asking them, and then you can't proceed forward in life. Huh. This is a very good chapter. With a lot of reveals so far. Okay, so remember the beam saber I was happy about a few chapters ago? It turns out Dr. Vegapunk says it's a failure because it attracts lots and lots of insects. Which, bugs are attracted to light, I get it. And the fact that Bonnie is afraid of bugs, that's hilarious. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so Vegapunk was the one who recreated that man-made devil fruit. the one that Momonosuke ate, and he could become a dragon like Kaido. But Vegapunk said it was a failure. And now we know why. Because Momonosuke could do everything that Kaido could do in his dragon form. The one reason why Dr. Vegapunk says it was a failure is because the dragon turned out pink and not blue like Kaido was. I love this. That's brilliant. That's great. I love that. You know, only Oda could really come up with humor like this. Okay. Ooh, more about that giant robot. Okay. Oh. It looks like 200 years ago, the giant robot attacked Marriage Wall. Okay. Uh-huh. Looks like the world government ordered that robot to be destroyed, but the scientists of the world wouldn't have that, so they kept it hidden. Alright. Ooh, 20 years ago. Robin says that's when fisherman discrimination became an issue. Okay. Mm-hmm. It looks like Vegapunk is really sad about what he did to Kuma. I mean, Kuma is Bonnie's dad. Yeah, okay. So, basically, Vegapunk is a nice guy, a good guy even. A bit of a crazy perfectionist. But, honestly, from what I've been reading, I like this character. I like him a lot. No. Vegapunk wants to go with the Straw Hats? You know what? I would like to believe that's going to happen, but we'll just never know. Because I'm very certain that our time on Egghead Island will not end in 2022. Especially when, at this point, we should have about maybe 2 chapters left in this year. Maybe 3. Or no, we have 3 chapters left, maybe 4. But we'll just have to see on that. Oh, great. CP0 is coming. Well, good to see Rob Lucci and Kaku are in masks. Here's the problem I have, though. Don't get me wrong, seeing CP0, or formerly CP9, specifically Rob Lucci and Kaku, and Stussy is there, but Stussy was only introduced to Whole Cake Island. She wasn't at the Ice Lobby. I like seeing these characters again, and the prospect of them fighting each other, of them buying the Straw Hats, it's only slightly appealing. I mean, come on, Luffy became a god. And Zoro, for all intents and purposes, became the literal king of hell. CP0 would get outright annihilated, even if I were to believe that Lucci and Kaku awaken the Double Fruits, which is a possibility. Okay, back in the Revolutionary headquarters. Huh. Kuma's activated. Could he be going to Egghead Island? I mean, even though Kuma's essentially a robot at this point, if his Devil Fruit still works, I can totally buy that he's going to go to Egghead Island. But the problem is, when Kuma transported everyone from Sabaody, it took Luffy 3 days and 3 nights to get from Sabaody to Amazon Lily. Now, if Kuma, say, awakened that power, I could see him getting there much faster. So it looks like the revolution is beginning. Wow. I tell you what, ever since we began this final saga, Oda has not taken his foot off the gas. But at the same time, I feel like he's keeping it in first. Yes, we have all these big reveals, and I still think he's only keeping it in first. From now on, everything that happens should escalate pretty much everything. Every chapter that's come out in this final saga has been nothing short of exciting, view-changing, world-changing, funny. Trust me, there's been some really funny moments here. I mean, I literally just laughed at the fact that Vegapunk dubbed his man-made dub for a failure because it was pink instead of blue. The point is, the excitement of One Piece ending is only going to get, well, it'll be both sad and it will be exciting. It'll be exciting because pretty much like any other One Piece fan out there, I want to see what happens next. But it's going to be sad because at the end of the day, One Piece has got to end. And I couldn't possibly tell you what's going to happen next. Nor can I tell you how I'm going to feel when that moment comes. I do know, however, that if we get chapters that are even half as good as what we're getting from now until it ends, I'm going to tell you right now, One Piece is going to go down as the greatest story of all time, ever told. Or it'll be up in at least it'll be up in that category. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some stories out there that are better. I mean, I could probably throw the Bible in there as an example, but, you know, maybe I'm just overthinking it. The point is, this was a great chapter. And I can't wait to see what happens next. In 2 weeks. Yeah. We got a break. Not really looking forward to that. But, oh well. At least what we have right now, it'll be December by the time it's over. So I'll just wait till then. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on the social media platforms. Turn on those notifications on YouTube. As always, I am very humble that I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. And hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend you an ear, and I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.